If you've tried to make steak in the air fryer and it came out gray, dry, and rubbery, this is probably why. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how thick the cut of steak should be, how to cook it properly in the air fryer, and how to make sure you get a proper brown crust rather than just browned steamed meat. I'm Anadi, and I help you get restaurant quality food at home. Listen to the 3 mistakes to learn what you're doing wrong that's ruining your steak in the air fryer, and then stay tuned till the end to get all the tips to make air fryer steak just right every time. Mistake number 1 is buying a cut of steak that is too thin to be cooked properly in an air fryer. See, if your steak is too thin, it's only about under an inch in thickness, even thinner, it's going to cook so fast that the outside won't get the time to get that proper browned crust by the time the center reaches your target temperature. And once it gets there, it's going to probably overshoot because of the carryover time, because the air fryer cooks it much more aggressively than a regular oven or a pan. What you want is about 1 to 1.5 inches in thickness with some visible marbling all over that cut. That thickness is what's going to give you the buffer to use the air fryer's aggressive airflow to build that proper crust while the center reaches the target temperature. In this case, our target is medium rare, between 130 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, but you want to remove it before the center reaches that temperature. Mistake number 2 is blindly trusting the time rather than measuring the temperature. So using a preset of, let's say, 12 minutes to cook the steak in the air fryer does not take into account how thick the cut of the steak is, if it was in the fridge right before cooking, or did you let it come up to room temp, or how powerful your air fryer runs. Think about it. A thermometer to measure the temp will be much cheaper than a ruined steak. But I'm going to add in a personal caveat that I've experienced while making steak using thermometers and blindly trusting the number that the probe was reporting. See, my thermometer actually tells you when to take the meat out so it can take into account the carryover time. I blindly trusted that, and it has happened a couple of times, but the steak ended up cooking way over the target temperature, taking my steak from medium rare to medium. So, as a blind rule, we'll monitor until the internal temperature is 120 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit and then remove it. And then let the carryover take the steak all the way up to medium rare around 130. That's going to give us control and remove the guesswork. Mistake number 3 is killing the airflow in your air fryer by overcrowding the basket. See, when you cram the steaks in together, the hot air will not circulate. You trap in the moisture, the steak starts to steam. That's what gives that brown, inedible kind of texture outside, instead of browning and getting a good crust. Give your steak the breathing room that it needs to get that beautiful crust outside. Use the air fryer, uses airflow. Browning in the air fryer depends on how much air can circulate all over the food, and you want to maximize that. So now that you've stayed till the end, here is the guaranteed blueprint to get the best air fryer steak at home. Make sure you buy a cut that's at least 1 to 1.5 inches in thickness, and once you're ready to cook it, make sure you pat it really well. Then lightly oil it and season generously with salt and pepper. Once you're ready, preheat the air fryer to 390 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and then cook that steak hot and flip it halfway. Start checking the temp early, and if you can use a probe, use that. Pull out the steak from the air fryer around 120 to 125 degrees Fahrenheit to keep in mind the carryover cook time. Let the steak rest for 5 to 7 minutes at the very least, and then make sure you slice it against the grain. And to make it even more special, serve it with the herb and garlic compound butter. And that's how you can cook steak in the air fryer so you don't end up wasting your $15 sirloin, and you get actual restaurant quality results at home. If you want to see how to fix other mistakes you might be making in your air fryer meals, then check out this video next.